that.
Okay, how are we set now? Are we pretty well set?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. You
No,
can't read a person
no,
who's...
see, now it's all the way over. It's down at the end again.
Test.
No, now it's...
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking of something. That's all.
What was the thought?
I was saying to myself, God, this is suppressive of you doing this. I was having like, you know, I was having some back off, you know, because of the fact that, you know, I feel like I was betraying the third dynamic of doing this, you know, on
Now,
camera.
what does it mean if the meter is all the way over to the left?
You mean on this side?
On the left side.
Well, that would indicate, a rising needle indicates non-confront.
Meaning untruthfulness?
Yeah, lies, untruthfulness, inability to confront, basically.
Right. And a falling needle?
Truth, flattening it, you know.
Okay.
It's flat. How are we doing here? Okay. Well, it's probably set a slight bit off.
What type of question would cause the meter to go up?
How are we now?
Well, we're all the way over to the left.
We are? Then trim it. Set the tone arm a little bit more. The trim, rather. I got a cameraman who's an auditor. That's great. How's it now?
See if you can line it up with the set line.
Yeah, there you go. It's falling down. Oh, there we go. Okay.
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 Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what does it take to get you to go exterior at this point?
What does it take to get me to
Yeah.
go exterior?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Just do any... Which routine do you want to use? Do you want to go 3 feet behind the back of your head? Can you go exterior thinking about that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see you go exterior.
Okay. Just leave it.
Where are you?
Here.
Where's here?
Leave it.
Behind the body.
What year is it?
76,613,480,883,885.
Who are you?
Eshimaglopi.
Who's he?
Me.
What's your role in life?
To free Earth.
From what?
From suppression.
By
From-
whom?
By suppressives.
Who are the suppressives?
Christ and his chaos merchants and wogs.
Go to another time. Go to the time you were with Umberto. Go to the time Umberto hurt you. What did it feel like when he cut you? Describe it.
He cut the body. Pain.
Can you confront that?
Yes. No, maybe not. Yes. I can.
Okay, come back to the room. Are you in the room?
Which one?
This room?
It doesn't look that solid.
Make the room solid.
Without rest perceptics?
Now come back to the room in this time. Go back in your body. You all right?
Yeah, it just felt so good to be out. Felt so good to be out.
Right.
Stephen,
Yeah.
why don't you can take that, put that away now.
How were the reads? Was it flattened?
Oh, yeah.
Good. So you were reading, let me explain something to you. You were reading on low. That would be for a person who is not clear over here.
Uh-huh.
And if you are clear, you have to read it on high.
When the needle goes all the way to the right, what does that mean?
It reads, it's a flat needle.
Okay,
That means the needle, when the needle is floating, or you flatten the process, when you flatten the process, it goes to the right. When the needle's floating, you go on to the next question, too.
Okay, what if
Floating means around the set line, right?
The set line.
Okay, what if the meat if it's down to the all the way to the left?
You're not confronting something, or you're lying.
Okay. Okay.
This is how court should work. Put a person on the meter, get their OWs, and then the judge can sentence them.
Okay. Stephen, hand me those papers you've got there.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a few questions.
Then you could have only charged me $1.98.
Maybe $2.50. I had been given by you this
Whole track check sheet.
whole track check
Security
sheet
check sheet.
that asks a lot of questions. Are
Right.
these the types of questions that you can be asked during an auditing session?
An upper level auditing session, you wouldn't want to ask that to a person, a new body in the shop.
So in other words, an auditor would sit there asking a person who's undergoing what level?
Well, these questions would typically be used net or above, class 5 or above.
Okay. And the person is hooked up to the meter.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been asked these questions during an auditing session?
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have had the list. The reason why I have the list is because I was co-auditing another PC and they were co-auditing me.
Okay. Like, for example, there's some questions on here I want to ask you if you recall what you discovered from your auditing process. Have you ever enslaved a population?
Yes.
Where was that?
Well, of course, there's different ways to look at it, but in other words, I'm thinking of different places. But it all depends on how far back you want to go. Demogorgon would be one incident. I actually also freed a population
Where was that?
from null sweep. It was an incident which is in the book to do with Christ. I freed a population that he enslaved. I mean, I'm not. These questions are a security check sheet. It gets you to confront your OWs, but there's also a very nice part of me that isn't in there. You know.
I understand that. Have you ever? One of the questions here is: have you ever made a planet or nation radioactive? And your answer here is
By
yes.
pulling the air cover.
Where was that?
That was in the Avidalagadrin galaxy. I actually pulled the ozone layer, the air cover off the planet, and everyone died. I was angry. I was at 1.5.
That's 1.5 on the tone scale, right?
Right, exactly. See, you see, my problem is there's so much he doesn't understand.
It's okay. I understand a little bit more anyway. Have you ever denied others a means of existence?
Yes, on Marcab, when I collapsed the currencies. I basically left them without a